Market update here on the 11th. So big update. Like I talked about in the video earlier, it looked like it was pointing towards a potential fifth wave higher, and I think that's what we're at right now. We'll see how tomorrow goes in CPI. I think the expected move is about 7.5 points, so that's 402 or 388 basically. I still think that this whole move is A, B, and we're going to work on a C wave lower or 1, 2, 3. That hasn't changed. I see some people talking about this being a diagonal right here. This being an up first wave, second wave, and we're starting a third wave. But I don't see how that's possible when this is a corrective move. So I don't even listen to that. What I'm looking at now is we have ABC right here, A, and then B down here. So we have A, B, C. I had a comment that this might be wave 1 right here. I was looking at the wave, and it would have to be a diagonal. So if you see right here, it goes 1, 2, 3, fourth wave comes back into the first wave, and a fifth wave higher. So I'm not saying that's totally impossible, but I have it as A, B. This is being a B wave since it looks like A, B, C, and then a C wave right here. So A, B, and then we get a C wave higher. And now it's pretty obvious that this is a first wave, second wave, third wave, fourth wave, and I think we're on a fifth wave right now. Subwaves you can see are, let's see, I probably have to go down lower time frames for this. So I think this is 1, 2, 3, 4 right here, and then likely one of these is going to be a nested wave, but the overall is a third wave right here. Then we get a fourth wave, and then this fifth wave right here is currently sitting so we have 1, 2, and then I think that this is just a nested 1, 2, third wave. You can tell it's a third wave by how it shoots higher, fourth wave, and then we get a fifth wave right here. So that's the third wave overall right there. We get A, B, C, 4 right here. Came down pretty much right at the end of this. And I think that we're on a fifth wave. That's what I see as far as my count. You guys can let me know if you think that's not right or not. But let's go on lower time frames. Let's go down to the lowest time frame possible. And I think that this is likely a third wave right here. Even though we did, let's see what we went to. We went to we didn't get all the way to the 1.61 fib. So if CPI is lower, then we still have some room where this can run up to 396, 397, something like that. If we use our fib retracements, then you can see that the 0.5 fib is here at 397, 398, right around the 200-day moving average on the daily. So I think that's pretty much where we're at. We'll see tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised if we did get some kind of softer CPI and we move up here into supply and then we come out of it. Because we've already ran from 380 back on 6 days ago, we were at 379. So 379 all the way to 396 in 6 days. That is a lot, to be honest. Pretty big move. So I think there's a good chance we finish off tomorrow, and the retracement levels are right here as well. The 0.61 fib is a pretty good target as well here at 396.87. On top of that, the 0.78 fib is here at 402.88. I would be surprised if we got above 402.88. If it really runs tomorrow, there's a 7.5 point run projected. So we'll see though what happens. Demand or supply starts here at 396.50. I have some hedge calls, and I added a little bit to my short position, but because we're close to supply, so I think that even if we do go in here, we're probably going to pull back before going higher, but most likely this is going to be the last move in my opinion, just based on this being an ABC move. So that's pretty much what I see. I was looking at this to see if this is possible too. But even if that is possible, which I don't think it is, we can zoom in here a little bit lower. See, these big moves just make you question everything. Are you looking at it right? And I looked at this right here, and that does not look very impulsive to me. That looks more corrective. And then this it's all corrective to me. I don't see how people are seeing this as a 5-wave move, but that's my thoughts on it. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm looking supply zone potentially, maybe even if it comes in. What if we come in like pretty much even with the consensus, and then we come up here and then we sell off? I wouldn't be surprised at that. But I'm not going to make predictions on the CPI. It looks like there's still a little bit more to go maybe in this move. But then we should start selling off. The next, let's say we go to the 0.618 fib at 396.87. Then that is looking more like a second wave to me. And so third wave after that, this could start pretty quickly. Would take us all the way down to the bottom of October. Or if it's AB, I would be looking for, let's say we go to 397, I would be looking for just probably 360-ish for a C wave. And then maybe the bottom of this right here. So maybe this ends up being down here, and then we get a big move higher and just matches up with this. Down and then go up. So we'll see tomorrow. I mean, it's kind of gambling to buy options for tomorrow, but I'm pretty bearish in my overall long-term portfolio, so I had to buy some calls as protection, short-term calls just in case we get a big move higher. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Tesla, remove all these, go over it. So Tesla, let's draw our parallel line here. I already got it drawn here, I guess. I think that Tesla, we got ABC right here. And then this is most likely this is most likely the B wave. So I think that Tesla could, if we get a big move in SPY tomorrow higher, that Tesla is probably going to fall higher as well. I'm pretty bullish on Tesla overall on this move, so we'll see. But basically, if it goes higher, then this whole thing is looking like A, B, looking for a C wave, and my target would be about $13.10, about something like that. So about 123.43, but plus that is about 136. I think I already have it marked pretty much like 135. And the 1.61 fib of the A wave is sitting here at 136. And then we also have the 1.23 fib sitting here at 128.42. So I wouldn't be surprised if it gets caught up on this candle as well. If you look at the whole move, this is A, this is B, and I think we got some kind of nested waves here again. So we got one, even though this looks very corrective on the smaller time frames. Let's go on lower time frames. So this looks like ABC, but then we get this big move right here. And so that's kind of out of the ordinary for an ABC move. So that's going to 3.61 fib. So then you got to start looking at it as a nested move. And so I look at it as 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, A, B, C, 4. And I think likely is in a fifth wave. So this is ready to go too. In my opinion, I would look for, based on the fibs, probably 127 all the way to 128.16. Let's zoom out here on the daily and look at where the 20-day moving average is. I've been talking about that the last couple of videos, right around there. So it's at 129. They're pretty much setting this up perfectly, or the algos are. We have this little wick right here on lower time frames. Are we going to hold that wick and nail the 20-day and then end the ABC move? So that would end up being A, B, C, just like that. And that would complete the overall, that would most likely complete the overall fourth wave. The only other possibility would be if we did this, pull back, and then get another move higher to, let's say we go to 130. Depending on where the B wave goes, we'd probably go higher than that and maybe get outside these parallel lines. So it could still be a bigger move, but I'm looking for 128 to 130 on Tesla tomorrow, and invalidation on that is going to be basically if it comes below here at 121.29 tomorrow, then I'll start looking at this as pretty much invalidated, and we'll have to look at it again. Okay, and then we got the dollar still just sitting here doing absolutely nothing. I think tomorrow should be we should get a move out of the dollar tomorrow. I think that CPI data, and then we have tech earnings in a few weeks. We should start getting some moves in the dollar to show us what's actually going to happen, since it's pretty much not set up yet. We don't know exactly where this is going, but still leaning for supply zone and then lower lows. People are saying bear market's over. This is a beginning diagonal. I don't see it, but I guess they could be right and I could be wrong, but I think that it looks pretty corrective to me. Let's look at Apple to see if all these setups look the same. Apple is so Apple, we got ABC, or is this a 5-wave move down? Let's go on lower time frames. Yeah, this could potentially be a beginning diagonal on Apple. Basically the same move that SPY did. We started on January 3rd, 5-wave move. However, that would mean that Apple has a more to go, because you're not going to get a 5-wave move and then not have another move higher than that. So, or for the most part. So basically, if this is a 5-wave move, then we should, at the minimum, get a B wave and a C wave higher. Is it possible that Apple bottomed here? Remember, I got these parallel lines here. We did hit the bottom of it. We'll have to watch it and see. So I'm not like overly bullish, but I'm definitely watching like correlations between the stocks, and this looks like a 5-wave move to me. So regardless though, if this is a 5-wave move, then we're looking at pretty much topped out on this move. If it's a 5-wave move, then we're looking for a 50% retracement. If it's a B wave, it could just go back to the 0.38 fib. Let's say we go to this demand zone here at like 135, pull back to 130, or maybe only 131 or so. We'll see if it's an ABC move. I would lean towards ABC because I don't think we've hit our target yet. But that would mean that the overall market could have some more to go. So we'll watch that and see how it goes. I guess you could say, I'm looking at it right here, I think it looks like a diagonal to me, just based on what SPY is doing as well. So that's Apple. We'll see how that goes. 5-wave move or ABC move. Let's go over some other stocks. Let's go over Microsoft. I haven't looked at this one in a while. Microsoft looks like more of an ABC pattern, so maybe that gives you a little bit more confidence that this is actually an ABC pattern as well. We'll see. But this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like it's about done as well. So I think I'm still going to lean towards this being close to topping out. Apple, I would say, could be a 5-wave move, but probably more likely is ABC pattern. Come up here and hit this supply zone right here maybe, and then sell off to lower lows. Let's go over yields, and I'll call it, that's pretty much it. Yields are flat on the day, nothing really happening. Still looking for either the top is right here for this move, this looks like probably going to be a 5-wave move actually. So yields are looking bearish to me, and this looks like an ABC move. So I don't know, there's so many different ways to look at this. That looks kind of bullish for the market. We'll see what happens tomorrow. SPY should top out though here tomorrow, and if it's not already topped out. But look for potential into the supply zone, 396.87. Look for 402 as probably going to be around as far as it can go. That's a 0.78 fib. If it goes past that, then we got to start looking at different scenarios. So that's it. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. It's a very tough market right now because if you're short, even if you're long, you don't know for sure if this is going to end up being a second wave or a B wave. And a lot of people are long and getting bullish now, but you got to keep in mind that when you're getting bullish like this, a lot of times they're just playing a trick on you, especially in this market so far in the last year or so. It's pretty much they just flip it, all of a sudden just flip it, and all of a sudden everything just sells off like crazy. So you got to keep that in mind. Maybe this will be the time that it breaks through. We'll see tomorrow. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe for more updates. I'll do an update tomorrow, probably early in the morning once we get the CPI data. probably an hour or two into the market. Have a good night. I'll talk to you tomorrow.